Rio's business is expanding by the day. Their most recent venture is a new truck. We've got more on that in today's news. Last week, the Thompson men's soccer team faced off against Benjamin Russell. Desmond has all the details on that in today's sports. It's duet week for American Idol and people will be going home. I have more on that in today's entertainment.
Thompson showed off their academies last night with an academy fair. Good morning, I'm Gavin Gray.
And I'm Adeline Lee, and this is THS TV.
Thompson held the Academy Showcase last night, allowing academies to show off some of their daily tasks.
And reporter Gracie Coker has the insight of all the events going on last night.
Thompson showed off their academies last night at the new school. Many brought out their best work and talents to show the visitors. The Health Science Academy kicked off the event, bringing in Shelby Baptist Medical Center employees and their newest addition, the Da Vinci surgical robot, helping surgeons to perform their smaller and more precise procedures.
I'm a general and minimally invasive surgeon at Shelby Medical Center here in Alabaster, and we're just so grateful to be able to bring some of the technology that we use every day here to the new Thompson High School for everybody to see what we do. What we brought is actually a surgical robot that we use with many applications in surgery.
Crafts showed off their talent by creating blown glass and pewter demonstrations. Flash mobs became the trend as theater broke out into sneak peeks of their musical Big Fish in the hall, surprising guests with musical numbers. The Art Academy, including Art 1, 2, and 3 and fiber design, taught by McGraw and McRae, laid out their best work to showcase, and the THS TV members got in a little extra practice during the showcase, airing a 3-minute newscast that they will perform at State for Skills USA. Engineering revved up their engines as well as pulling out all the stops to introduce the viewers to the student side of the class. JROTC showed off their new classroom, pulling out posters, trophies, and other demonstrations to speak about. Booths as well were set up all around the halls of Thompson, exhibiting different areas of the medical field.
Here at this table, we're representing Shelby Baptist Medical Center, part of Brookwood Baptist Health, and we are here to show off our services, show off some of the materials that we use to teach our nurses so we can take care of our mamas and our babies. So these are some of the things that we use to educate our nurses.
HOSA representatives were also there to help out and take people's blood pressure and much more.
Actually here representing HOSA, which is our health academy. So I'm here with a couple of my peers representing the patient care tech class, and we're just going to take vitals, blood pressures, weight, body mass index, and have a good time.
Do you want to know more about our academies? Keep tuning in. Reporting live for THS TV on all events happening around Thompson, I'm
All
Gracie
these academies
Coker.
are eligible for anyone to join next year.
The new setup for the lunchroom has brought new options. The most recent addition has added new drinks to the already extensive selection. This past Monday, the cafeteria rolled out Vitamin Water Zero, as well as Minute Maid drinks and various sodas, including Coke Zero, Fanta Zero, and Mellow Yellow Zero. These drinks are available all day for $1.50.
THS Honor Society inductions will be taking place next week. The 7 honor societies are holding a joint induction ceremony, consisting of a brief presentation of each organization's history and standards, as well as students' recognition. The ceremony will be held next Monday, April 17th at 6 p.m. in the auditorium of the former Thompson High School campus. Students will be inducted into the French, Spanish, Thespian, Technical, Quill, and Scroll, Mu Alpha, Theta, and honor societies. If you are unable to participate in the ceremony, email Ms. Vickers at pam.vickers@acsbo.org no later than this afternoon.
Today is Friday the 13th. Here's what's trending on Twitter. Hashtag Friday the 13th is trending on Twitter with over 36,000 tweets. People are sharing tips on how to get through the spookiest day of the year. Bad luck is supposed to come in threes. One suspicion is the black cat.
Well, I was born on Friday the 13th, so I've always had good luck, and today's my birthday, so I figure I'll have good luck.
People are also tweeting how to how, quote, today will be a lucky, amazing, special, and extraordinary day. Now let's take a look at other hot topics in today's national headlines.
So the softball team played against Hoover last night, and they had a very, very big area win.
Yeah, they've been on fire lately, and I really enjoy watching them. They've done really well.
Yeah, they've done really great. They've won a lot of games. They're one of the top teams in the state.
I can tell you more in today's sports.
But first, we've got your need to know in today's announcements.
We'll be right back with more THS TV.
The boys JV played first.
Still to come on THS TV.
Baseball and softball had some big games this week, and in sports I have a recap on how the teams played.
The school year is wrapped up, and juniors are getting ready for next year by getting inducted into honor societies, and we have more in today's show. You're watching THS TV, Thompson High School's source for sports.
The boys varsity soccer team traveled to Alexander City to face off against Benjamin Russell. The boys JV played first, beating Benjamin Russell 6-0. They came out strong, getting 5 of those goals in the first half. The second game played by the boys varsity was also good for the Thompson Warriors. Goals by Jackson Hall, Cole Hadley, and Cy Garrett gave the Warriors a 4-1 win. Both teams also faced an area play yesterday where they traveled to Vestavia Hills to face off against the Rebels. Both teams were able to win, with the JV boys losing 3-0 and the boys varsity losing 5-0. The boys' next game is next Friday, April 20th. The boys baseball team faced off in a crucial area doubleheader last night versus Tuscaloosa County, in which they came out victorious in both matchups. In Game 1, it was a high-scoring matchup. The game was tied 8-8 in the bottom of the last inning, when Kobe McLean hit a walk-off home run, the first off of the season at home, to win the game 9-8. In the second game, Thompson looked to continue their momentum from the last, and it looked like a blowout until the top of the last inning when Tuscaloosa County went on a run. It wasn't enough. A pop fly ended the game for the Warriors with the victorious. The softball team has been on a tear as of late, with the girls on a 13-game win streak, which they are looking to continue last night versus Hoover. The girls definitely did, blowing out Hoover in a very important area, game 11-2. With the win, the Warriors have outscored opponents 47-6. With only 3 weeks left until state varsity track team is on a roll with several athletes signing to colleges and winning medals. Today and tomorrow are big days for the team. They will be participating in one of the biggest meets of the year, the Mountain Brook Invitational. The meet will be tonight and tomorrow morning with over 100 teams competing. The athletes feel confident about the meet and say they believe they could come out on top.
Oh, well, Coach said for us to be successful as a team that we got to focus on our individual efforts, and that's going to have the team be successful if we're successful as individually. So, and it's a really big meet, and we're all excited about it.
Tune in tonight for more. Excuse me. From the high school gym to the college turf, we got the details of today's national sports headlines.
That Tiger, who sometimes standoffish with the fans and surely with the media, isn't that guy anymore, not physically and perhaps not emotionally either. The Tiger Woods whom America watched in droves at the Masters tournament last week is content with starting over, happy to get out of bed with himself after numerous back surgeries, and satisfied with being the best 42-year-old version of himself. If every home run has a story, there hasn't been much to say about the New York's most discussed power couple through the first 2 weeks. Aaron Judge and Stanton has only had 6 runs between them, and Stanton has been hearing more boos than cheers in the Yankee Stadium so far. Tension among players, coaches, and referees is never higher than during the playoffs, and now those relationships are under increased stress as this season has seen an erosion in decorum, not just on the court but also behind the scenes on an executive level, as caused parties to take some radical steps in an attempt to defuse the situation as postseason arrives.
That's all for today's sports. Tune in on Tuesday for a recap of the track team's King of the Mountain meet. Now back to Gavin with more news.
The 2017-18 Teen Council year has ended. However, this year's Teen Council has already hit the ground running. The 2018-19 Teen Council is heading over to City Hall today for orientation to go over the year to come. They will take pictures for their Teen Council badges. This year's Teen Council is Noah Brakefield, Blakely Chanel, Zoe Casey, Gracie Coker, Bryn Ellers, Sydney Hatch, Riley Hughes, Maggie Keller, Catherine Lilly, Alexis McDowell, Yvonne Dung, Maggie O'Neill, Savannah Rickstraw, Tyler Roach, Beverly Robinson, Riley Stoneback, Noah Tanner, Madison Tucker, Will Vickers, Abergrace Walker, Cole Williams, Tori Williams, Kylie Williams, Madison Wright, from the middle school, Addison Lusco, Abby Schmidt, Bailey Southern, and Anna Kate Tanner. And from Kingwood, Anna Kate Church and Riley Ward. To find out more information about Alabaster Teen Council, you can visit the Alabaster website at cityofalabaster.com.
This year is winding down and seniors' graduation is approaching. The TV and Film Academy has begun working on the senior video that will be played at the senior breakfast May 21st. They are now accepting high school group pictures and senior year pictures. Please send the photos to ths.tv@acsboe.org with your name and what picture it is in the subject box. Big Fish is coming up, and I'm excited to see what the theater department has in store for us.
Me too. All the productions are honestly just fantastic, and I'm sure this one will be just the same as all the other ones.
I agree.
I've got more in today's entertainment.
But first, Joseph has your local forecast and today's weather.
We'll be right back. Still to come on THS TV.
Baseball and softball has some big games this week, and in sports I have a recap on how the teams played.
The school year is wrapped up, and juniors are getting ready for next year by getting inducted into honor societies, and we have more in today's show. You're watching THS TV.
Still to come on THS TV.
If you're interested in going to Big Fish, stay tuned for today's entertainment to get to know the cast.
Spring is here, and in today's Health Corner, I'll cover some healthy meals perfect for this season.
This is THS TV, Thompson High School's source for entertainment.
Good morning, I'm Joseph Cooper, and this is your Warrior Weather. Well, I'll give you a look into this week's weather and keep you prepared for this weekend. Starting off today with a high of 81 degrees and a low of 66 degrees with partly cloudy skies. You may want to avoid the roads and stay inside this stormy Saturday, as there is a high of 77 degrees and low of 51 degrees. Things begin to lighten up going into Sunday with light showers and a high of 59 degrees and low of 41. Starting off next Monday with some warmer weather with a high of 63 and low of 41 with sunny skies. Ending today's Warrior Weather off on Tuesday with a high of 73 and low of 50. That's all for today's Warrior Weather. Be sure to stay tuned for today's bus stop forecast.
Junior Jay Sellers is playing Edward Bloom in the musical Big Fish next month, and reporter Sawyer Callahan has all the details.
Musical Big Fish is next month, and the theater has been getting ready. Junior Jay Sellers will be playing the main character, Edward Bloom, and I will give you a look on how he has been preparing. Big Fish revolves around the relationship between Edward Bloom and a traveling salesman and his adult son, Will, who looks for what is behind his father's tall stories. Junior Jay Sellers said he is very excited to play lead character Edward Bloom.
Exhilarating and overwhelming. Every person involved in any amount of theater has a dream of, at some point, portraying the lead character, and to have this opportunity with this particular musical, it's kind of insane, and I'm very thankful for it.
And he wanted the role since he first heard one of the songs from the show, Fight the Dragons. Edward is a charismatic, charming individual with great ambitions of seeing the world. He doesn't want to be chained down by growing up in a small town. Sellers said he wants to bring out the character the best way he can and the way that Edward Bloom should be portrayed. For more updates on Big Fish cast members and how they are preparing, be sure to stay tuned to THS News TV. Reporting for THS TV, I'm Sawyer Callahan.
American Idol just wrapped up week 5 with the top 24 competitors. This week, the top 24 were split into 2 groups of 12, with both groups performing live solos and a performance with music stars such as Andy Grammer, Bishop Briggs, Sugarland, Aloe Black, and more. After this round, it comes down to the judges to make the decision for both groups of which 7 will continue the journey and which 5 contestants' journey will be coming to an end. From Group 1, they sent Cade Forner, Katie Turner, Dennis Lorenzo, Gabby Barrett, Johnny Brenz, Michael J. Woodward, and Michelle Suzay onto America's Vote. And they sent Brandon Diaz, Dominique K, Layla Springs, and Trevor McBain home. On Monday night, British singer Harry Styles paid tribute to the 22 victims who were killed during the explosion at an Ariana Grande concert that occurred just over 11 months ago. While taking the stage at Manchester Arena, Styles covered Grande's popular song, Just a Little Bit of Your Heart, to honor the fallen victims. Styles, who grew up right outside of Manchester, told his crowd that he helped write the song before giving it to Grande and made sure that his audience knew he too, quote, stood with Manchester.
Okay, so what do you like about Harry Styles and how do you feel about his action at the concert?
Well, how I feel about Harry Styles, like, I love him. He's a really sweet guy. I love all his music. He's gorgeous, of course. And what he did, like, in Manchester, like, how he sung, like, how he honored the people who had been bombed at the Ariana Grande concert, I think that's very sweet and honorable. And not most, like, there's some singers who don't do that, but I think it's something special that he will do that for others.
Music, movies, and more, we've got the latest gossips and celebrity news and today's Hollywood headlines.
In a recent interview with People magazine, Maria Carey has opened up about her struggle with bipolar disorder, why she kept it hidden for so long, and how she is healing. She was diagnosed in 2001 and recently sought treatment. Carrie Underwood has premiered her new single, Cry Pretty, off of her upcoming 6th studio album on iHeartRadio this past Tuesday. She will be performing her new single for the first time ever during the 2018 ACM Awards on ABC this Sunday. With only 8 episodes left, the popular show New Girl has aired the first episodes of the last season. The season will show what happens after the happily ever after ending at the end of season 6.
That's all for today's entertainment. Tune in on Tuesday for a deeper look at another Big Fish cast member. Now let's toss it to Kendall with some health tips and today's Health Corner.
It's springtime and I've got 5 healthy snacks that you can eat throughout the day. First, you can eat frozen grapes. It's an easy and convenient snack that will cool you off on super hot days. Second, you can eat veggies and hummus. That is an easy, super healthy grab-and-go snack or even for lunch. Third, you can grab something simple like strawberries or almonds. Strawberries are in season this month, so strawberries will be easy to find. Also, you can make a small salad with light dressing to lower calories. And lastly, you can have a Nature Valley granola bars. It's an easy grab-and-go snack, and also on the side for lunch. That's all for today's Health Corner. Now to Adeline with more news.
Frio's Popsicles in Alabaster now has a new pop truck. They have not had one since the pop truck caught on fire on I-65.
What do you love about Frios?
Okay, Frios, I love their popsicles, especially during the summertime. It's just like a cold popsicle you get to get after work or workouts and stuff. All their new flavors that come in are really good. My favorite is probably the tiramisu, and the customer service I get when I get in there is on point. They're really sweet, they're really helpful, and recommend stuff that it's never bad.
They will now be at events around Shelby County. To check out their new pop truck and to see where they will be, visit @Frios Birmingham on Instagram. Frio's got a new truck, and I'm really excited because they were at events, but you couldn't see them, and I love their popsicles.
Yeah, I love the popsicles too. I don't live too far from it. Usually me and my family go down there a lot of times, and we get popsicles, and we really enjoy it. And I'm glad they got a new truck, so they can finally get back out there to the games and stuff, and really, start getting back out there.
And Frio's is just good to go to on a hot day, and especially because the weather's about to start warming up, and when you're hot you can just go and cool down, and especially after a long day at your workouts or at any sport you were at. Now back to Joseph with today's bus stop forecast.
If you plan on rising early this coming up Monday morning, I've got you covered with your bus stop forecast. You may want to dress a little warmer Monday morning while you're waiting for your bus because it'll be a little chilly coming in at 43 degrees. At 7 a.m., things remain a little chilly coming in at 44 degrees as things continue to be quite cold. Looking on the bright side, there will be a sunny skies all morning long. That's all for your bus stop forecast. Now back to you guys.
So the Academy Showcase was last night, and I went, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really cool, and if you want to check out anything, of course, you can go on YouTube and watch it over again on our channel at THS TV, or you can talk to any of the single Academy teachers.
Yeah, I just really like how they even planned the event to just make a lot of academies come and be in one spot, and then for us, not only students, but parents as well, and our staff and community able to come in and just view it and see what we got going on around the school and what we do on a day-to-day basis. I think it was pretty cool.
And it was definitely different being in the new high school and seeing, all of the Academy's new classrooms and of course our new studio and the engineering, room, and it was just cool to see all of it.
Yes.
That's all for today's news.
And follow us on Twitter for updates on events happening at THS next week.
Have a great day.